Hey guys, I'm Wiley,
I'm John.
and we have a guest from robotics today.
Hi, I'm Fred Hancock. I'm a junior, and I'm the Secretary of Apex Robotics.
So can you tell us a little bit about what Apex Robotics does here at Red Mountain?
So Apex Robotics competes in a couple of different robotics competitions. We compete in VEX Robotics, usually around April through December or January, and then from January to May, we compete in FRC.
Cool.
So can you explain what both of those are?
So VEX Robotics is, I don't know if you've heard the VEX company, but they make a lot of construction style stuff for STEM teaching and stuff, and they hold the competition where you use all their same parts and you can build robots, program these robots to compete in competitions, just playing games and doing tasks and stuff. Okay. And FRC is similar in the sense that you're building a robot to complete tasks, but it's a lot bigger. You're allowed to use your own parts. We have a lot of 3D printed parts that we put on our robot. You have a lot less restrictions on what you can build with, so it's a lot more there's a lot more depth in that regard to what your robots can turn out to be.
So it's a bit more of an open competition for anything you can do. Creativity's all there, and you go wild with that. Okay.
Awesome. How did you get involved in robotics?
Me personally, I wanted to be involved in robotics, so I just walked up first day freshman year and asked when they were meeting. And
awesome.
That's how I got into it.
And so it's just that simple. You just walk up and ask.
Awesome.
Just show up.
There's no official join. You can come in pretty much whenever.
And no requirements.
Yeah, no former experience necessary. You can just come in and ask where you can help, and we can find ways for you to get involved.
That's so cool.
So you just show up and they'll teach you everything and walk you through.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Have you made any cool new friends or connections or find people that you really enjoy working with?
Pretty much all my connections to the engineering program are through robotics. So
awesome,
everybody in there.
So when you say connections, do you mean friends or you mean potential future careers or what do you can robotics provide that?
Obviously you make a lot of new friends because we have a lot of people that come in all the time. A lot of people are there all the time. Some people only come in sometimes, but you still get a lot of people that are coming in. And then in terms of connections, there are scholarship opportunities, so there's always that. But then there's also you get a lot of experience. So if it's something you're interested in doing as a career, you can definitely get a lot of experience doing those things.
Yeah.
Awesome. How do you guys prepare for your competitions?
So obviously we have to build the robot.
Yeah.
So once that's built, usually we spend time getting everything set up because you have to haul everything out there and haul it all back. So you have to make sure you have stuff set up for that. But then you also want to make sure that everybody, you have drivers, right? So you want to make sure your drivers know what they're doing. You want to make sure you have stuff, if something goes wrong, you can repair it. You also want to make sure that your programmers know what they're doing so that they can be able to fix any software bugs if they come up during the competition. And then generally, if you're not involved in a specific part of the robot, we'll send a bunch of people that are just generally there to watch other robots so we can see how they compete and learn strategies that we can use to improve our robot.
Okay.
Awesome.
So it's it's really a team effort.
Yeah.
It's not one person building a robot. It's a huge team building this one, awesome robot that can perform at its highest quality.
Yep.
All right.
That's so cool. Have you guys ever had any last minute issues at a competition where you had to run together and?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
So
it's very common.
Very common.
Yeah.
Is it? How stressful is it? It can be in the heat of a competition.
So, it can be very stressful. Most of my experiences with programming, and a lot of programming errors only are becoming obvious when you're starting doing stuff extensively. Okay. We try to test as much as we can, but build oftentimes takes up a lot of the time. So then we try to get as much done as we can. And if we discover stuff at competition, then we really have to get into gear.
So how long does the build usually take?
So it depends on the competition. For FRC this year, it's probably 6 to 8 weeks. So we're finishing it up right now before we go to competition.
And the next competition is...
It's actually Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So tomorrow is when it starts.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell us a bit about it?
I've never actually been to one. This is our first FRC competition that we're attending. But from what I understand, it's the regional competition. So you only get one for FRC. So everybody will come to this area. It's in Scottsdale, Chaparral High School, I think.
Okay.
And then, so everybody meets. Wednesday will be just moving everything in. From what I heard, Thursday is registration, and then Friday and Saturday is just competitions. So you'll get paired with 2 other teams to compete against another team of 3, and then you'll play the game from there.
So when you say you're playing the game, and how do the competitions work? Because do you work against the other teams, or is it just very individual and performance based?
So a lot of the metrics are performance based, but
Okay.
you're also competing on a team. So it's not just how good is your robot, it's how good can your robot work with other teams. Because they try to promote like the idea that you can work together with other people while still being competitive.
Okay. So it's very I don't know the word for it is, but they try to push you to be, working with other people. And I guess I can see that because it's more of like an open world, like real world situation where you're going to have to work with other companies and teams. And so I like that competition to do that.
Yeah. Would you recommend robotics or engineering or programming to anybody else or any like specific group?
Anybody who has an interest in it for sure definitely can, because it's like it might be hard, but it's definitely something that you can learn with a little bit of practice, and it's a lot of fun in my opinion.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it for our interview. Thank you so much for coming out today.
Thank you.
Yeah, and now we're on to announcements.
Well, welcome to your announcements. We'll be starting off with the NHS application deadline has been extended until Sunday night, March 20th. If you have any questions, please contact Miss Brooks in room 803 or Miss Benza in room 282.
Attention class of 2024 and 2025 students. MCC and Mesa Public Schools are offering the Early College Academy, an amazing opportunity to earn up to 34 college credits while also earning high school credits at the same time. MCC will be holding 2 information sessions on March 24th, one in person and one virtual. Visit the above link for details. You're also welcome to see Ms. Sweet in counseling with any questions. All right. Just a reminder, Spirit Week is this week. Wednesday is it's 80s Day. I don't remember the exact name.
It's 80s.
It's Let's Get Physical.
It's Let's Get Physical.
That's it?
Because
wear your 80s
workout.
workout video gear. Gear? What? It's okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Attire. There we go. That's the fancy word.
90s, dress up like you're in the 90s.
It's your band t-shirt.
Yeah, band t-shirts.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to wear my Wild Stallions t-shirt.
I'm going to go with AC/DC.
All right.
So,
All right.
just classic with that.
Yeah.
Or Guns N' Roses. I don't know.
That's a good one, too.
I'm really good for those. And then the
Friday.
2000 day, which is Friday. So, wear a hoodie,
Wear
some glasses. Well, this might be the one time we accept sunglasses indoors.
Really? I didn't know that was a rule.
Unless you're like our old anchor back in the day, Gavin, who, would wear the sunglasses constantly.
I remember seeing him around campus. He always had sunglasses on.
He was so cool.
It was very scary.
I liked him.
I didn't know if he had
He was
eyes or
cool.
not.
He was very cool. There's very few times I saw him without his glasses. All right.
And
that's the end of the podcast.
Woo!
So let's cue the outro music, Mr. Tyler, the editor man.